Hi everybody, welcome to the stream. I'm casually covering the side of my neck, because it looks like I have like a bug bite or something that has become super pronounced. And it may be just because I was irritating it by like, I don't know, scratching at it, but I'm just here like, oops. Did I accidentally knock I did. Oh, I have that also playing. Why have I got audio on that? I must have been watching something. Anyway, sorry that you probably heard me repeating myself there. Can we ignore it? Like, I don't
see me.
Why are you whispering when walking in?
I'm not here. I'm not interrupting the stream.
Why? Anyway, today's a little bit different. I understand I haven't been here for a weekend, but I have been, in my spare time, trying to edit this YouTube video that I've been planning. I say planning. That I've spoken about a few times on stream. The issue is, the time that I would have spent on editing it yesterday, I didn't, because, sorry, I'm just moving my mic a little bit closer. I didn't because, well, you know, I was doing work. I'm sorry, I completely blanked just then. I also feel like the filter on my mic is way off right now. That's really bizarre. But you know you can do it. Well, thank you. I don't know. I hope my mic sounds fine. I hope it's not too loud. I hope it sounds clear enough. I have played around with that setup today quite a bit, actually, because I wanted to bet. I don't know what's wrong with me and why I'm struggling to speak today. The music that you'll be hearing is gonna go away, because I have either the option of playing that or playing nothing, and you guys hearing the... I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Let me just very calmly just remove it. There we go. Look at that. It's all gone. It's all gone now. I wasn't planning on actually showing you guys me editing because I am scared of people watching me and judging me for how I do things. However, I feel like this won't be very interesting of a stream if I don't actually show you. So I have since made the decision to show you. I'm just going to very quickly clean up my tracks because they are a mess. It's okay. It's okay. Let me just move over because otherwise this isn't going to be very clear. Here we are. That doesn't look right, does it? Here we are. Here's the thing. It feels so weird to be editing, but like in my head I'm like, if I don't do it now, I'm not gonna ever do it, so it's better I do it now, you know? I'm gonna have to get a little bit closer, which I realise is kind of awkward. Oh, I have a different chair today, which is very nice. It's much comfier. Essentially, it was Sam's old chair that he fixed. Okay. One sec. I don't know why it'd be so weird. Is this any better? I don't know why, but it seems to like hit a max point like when I speak. So I don't know what that's about. Better, okay. That's weird, because when I tested this all yesterday, like the other day, it was fine. Oh, I've just realised my chatting is well off for this setup. Oh, it looks so bad. Oh my god, how did I never notice that? Wow, I really have not been on it with this today, apparently. In the freaking slightest. I'm just gonna have to very quickly transition that so it looks a bit better. Well, I'm glad it sounds better. I'm sorry, I did go like, I wonder if this is going to be an issue, and it turns out it was. So as you can see my little video down here. I've been working on, if you don't know, I essentially had a little series I started. I only did one stream on it properly, where it was a legacy challenge with this sim called All the Lemons, and I essentially changed it into a YouTube video. Now, I will admit, I kind of don't want to show it off too much, so I am going to turn down my audio gain so you can't hear it all, because I don't necessarily want to show it all off. And at some point, I may just come out of it completely, and if there are people here who want to chat, then we can chat, you know? Hi, Sound Saturates. What? I don't know what you mean, but hello, welcome to the stream. This also likes to play up, so don't mind me. Weird that it doesn't even show up. How bizarre. But yeah. I don't remember, like, part of this at all that I was working. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it, like, with my mic. I could put it further away, that's not an issue. Sorry, I am grabbing it right now. I don't... This is incredibly frustrating because I fixed this all out. I fixed this the other day. Like, I don't... Okay, one sec. I don't understand. It's just confusing to me because I know what you mean. Like I was like, I shouldn't be doing that, which is why I was like, please no, tell me you're lying. I'm speaking very quietly right now, which is why it's annoying, and it seems to be doing better. I'm currently fiddling with it. I do apologize if you hear me very loudly. What happens if I just knock it all the way down like that? I don't understand. Oh, do you now? I'm genuine. It seems to be doing a bit better. I don't know. Never mind. I have told myself lies. I genuinely have no idea what's going on with my mic. I'm just gonna very quickly give it a listen myself. I don't know why I stopped speaking as if like that was gonna help me here. Like, it's currently quite far away from my face, is the thing. Like, it's not close to me right now. Sorry, I'm getting so close to the camera. How annoying. I sorted all this out yesterday. And I say yesterday, like, every time I move it away, it's not even getting different. I'm gonna... this is not... I accidentally muted myself while trying to go back into my folders. I don't get it. Is it because I played with my noise gate earlier? Possibly, actually. Do you know what? That may have been it. I played around with that quite a bit earlier. Nah. I don't under... Free. So I was trying to get, like, You're very funny. I'm not gonna break my mic, but thank you. See, now I've just got a bunch of background noise, which is... I wanna cry. I say that, but like, not actually. You know? Yeah. I mean, why not though? Am I genuinely... I've suddenly got a lot of background noise. That is so bizarre. Okay, well, less background noise, but I am I'm literally just clicking buttons at this point because, like, I'm quite annoyed actually that this has happened. Because all it says to me, please don't mind. I'm gonna. Oh god. Okay, this should be a bit. It's not. I don't get that. Okay, well, I'm hoping this is somewhat better, and it's not as blowy outy, you know. I'm hoping so. Okay. Anyway, I I can't sit here and fiddle with that this entire time because I'm meant to be editing. Because that's what I decided to do today. Which, like I said, I may be removing this screen because it's meant to be surprise. But here we are. Anyway, as I was saying, we are editing a YouTube video that I was working on for quite some time. Because I haven't been able to do much of it recently as I've been focusing on uni and I had work over the weekend, so I was just generally tired. It's worse than before? You're joking. I don't know. I genuinely don't understand what's going on with it. Mad. Okay, I'm gonna revert back to something. Give me a second, and maybe, just maybe, we'll look at the mic. But like, I can't not look at it. You know what I mean? Sorry, I forgot what I was attempting to do. Okay, so I literally can't do the thing I was planning, apparently, to do. Oh, there it is. Like, you say you're gonna wait, but I reckon it's thanks to the filters I've got on. Okay. I don't necessarily know what's. Wait, this is really annoying. Is it any better now? Like, I don't know. It is when I turn and face the mic. You're very. Let me try something. I'm touching the mic at the minute, by the way. I'd like to point out. It's better. Much better. Okay. I didn't expect so. Basically, I just. See, I'm listening back to it. It doesn't sound right, but if it's better for you guys, then I'll keep it for now. I don't know. Essentially, so I tried to fix this, and it was fine the other day, and it was working like perfectly. Where essentially wanted to turn off this RTX voice because it was ruining like essentially it wasn't sounding very well when I recorded this video that I'm editing because it like missed some of the things I said if I was speaking like too high pitched, I guess. Yeah, I did a oversaturation yesterday when I was like recording my tests. Like, see if I can actually get them up. Like, you won't be able to see them, but you'll be able to hear them. In a second. Yeah, like that's my thing. Like, it cuts out my voice as well as some good things that it cuts out, and that's the bit that gets me. It really irks me actually that it does it. Um, like where was I testing? Let me. Like, Okay, so I'm gonna play this clip for you. This is how it was literally 2 days ago when I fixed it. So I've turned it down to -15. Now the reason why I've turned it down to -15 is quite simple, to be honest. I apologize, that's a random sentence that I was speaking to myself as I was trying to fix it. And again, that is technically on a different program, so who knows? Maybe it's just... Yeah, that was fine, wasn't it? It's just apparently not on Streamlabs. Admittedly, I recorded that on OBS and not Streamlabs OBS, so that may be the entire reason as to why. I mean, if it works for OBS, I don't mind. Let's actually get to some editing, because this is honestly getting me a little sad. So I really didn't know what type of style I wanted to go for this entire edit. As you can see, I spent a minute doing an intro, which is great because we love those. And, like, sorry, it likes to lag out on me a little bit. I can't even hear it. How weird. Well, I don't know if you can actually hear it or not. Oh, I need to insert the clip. That's probably something I should do. This is not connected apparently to that. Let me see if I could just boop boop. Today is filled with a lot of problems where we... There we go. Now you'll be able to hear it. I don't know what's going on with that. It's just being a bit of a shit, I guess. It's fine. I think I'll find this video, like, that's no issue. I named someone Lula Lemon. For her first name, I thought was quite clever because, you know, all the lemons. I have this whole track mute, not visible because I'm trying to do shit. It's hard to edit when you've got so many things. Let's actually go find this clip. It should theoretically be... I don't know why I keep saying theoretically. You're like, oh my god, it should theoretically be here. I realize I'm in just chatting, by the way, which may be very confusing to some people because I'm not just chatting. However, you know, I've gone on the wrong channel. Sorry, I'm not showing you guys this because it's honestly kind of private, and I'd rather not show you every single thing in my, like, YouTube stuff. I should have it somewhere here. So essentially, the video I'm actually referencing here is this... because I used to do YouTube quite a bit. It was a series called Cradle to the Grave that I did with a mate. I'm actually going to have to download the entire video. Where is that? I have that allows me to download things easy. Let me go find it. I can't see chat, bear with me. But yeah, it's super fun. I don't know if necessarily people care about editing, but if you have any questions, please do ask. I may be able to help. I have somewhat of a formal education, hey, in media. I've in total done about 3 years focusing on the topic, so I feel somewhat qualified to answer questions, which is very rare for me. Doesn't seem to want to actually try and download this. Anyway, let me just come in here. So the main way I edit, I'll be honest, is I do a general edit throughout the whole, like, through every single bit of footage. Just like quite literally any ums and ahs, which is what streaming is a completely different experience because I say the word a bit, I'm not gonna lie. It is a habit. Me, myself, and I. We started in spring of a way. We did. Oh, hi audio. You like to be messy. I don't think I mentioned that. We did decide to start in spring. This may not go very well, and I may have to actually just... I may just have to change into a game, because I wasn't intending for this to... Well, I was intending for it to work, and sometimes it just doesn't like to. I may end up just going into chatting and then having to take it off the screen and all the audio and all that rubbish. Because it does sometimes just happen like that. But no, I had uni today, and that was an interesting thing. Yes, video editing today. I just clicked it. I do need to render this out. Come on. I have a video essentially that I recorded, I think, last Friday, and I have not been able to edit it for the past few days because I was doing other, obviously, really more important work because it's actually from my uni. Like, so that was really clever of myself. And I. Oh, we started in spring, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. But we did decide to start in spring. I feel like that was a bit redundant. Because I was like. Okay, let me just put that into it out. Yeah, it's the time. I don't know how to explain it. It was like spring good, spring fun. Yeah, you know where there actually are some boxes. One sec, let us go to. Is there any? See, okay, my method of editing is very much like I listen through stuff like 4 or 5 times and go, is it interesting? Was it needed? Was it redundant? To say this again? Usually the answer is yes. You wish you didn't hate editing. See, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but this particular video, like, I got the inspiration to record a YouTube video, and I was like, I'm going to have the inspiration to edit said video, and I have been for the most part. It's just, I was like, I'm going to do it on stream, and then now I feel really awkward about it. Because I was like, spring good, spring fun. Especially when it doesn't actually move, and you have to. Spring fun. Yeah, I know where that. Because I don't know where this sentence ends. Okay, it was there. I don't know if I necessarily want to keep that, but I'd rather keep it and then put it out later. You don't need to watch through your content more than once to know if it's interesting or not. I can use. Yeah, like, it kind of works for the most part. It's more of a, I also listen for, like, gaps and stuff. So, like, I edit very much, like, I listen for the gaps, and then if the thing repeats itself, I'll listen to it again to actually realize if I basically, I forget things. So, it was like, spring good, spring fun. Yeah, I know where there actually are some boxes. You're missing some context of this general video, which is fine, because, like, yeah, because I've edited like a few minutes of it already. Believe it or not, this took a few hours to do those few minutes because it was an on and off. You're just being. You shouldn't be. Let's go to work. We're gonna go bother. See, look at this massive breath. Like, we're gonna go bother. Who are we gonna go bother? BFF. There we go. I think one thing, especially when it comes to editing stream content, which I mentioned at the beginning of this video, is just that. So originally, if you may or may not remember, I recorded this. I actually do have a recording of this basically exact same sort of game with the same sim and everything from a stream. I ended up choosing to not edit those down and just re-record it in my own time. Turns out it's a lot easier to speak continuously for like an hour and a half than it is to for 3 hours and still be interesting. Because I had an absolute blast recording this. It was genuinely really fun. Let's just count. I'm gonna go through and just get rid of the general areas where I can easily see. Oh my god, no speaking, because I honestly feel awkward listening back to my own voice with everyone hearing it, which sounds absolutely bizarre, but there we go. The BFF household, because I can actually go purchase seeds on their doorstep, and we'll go meet them anyway. Okay, well that doesn't make much sense. Seeds on their doorstep. I just didn't finish the sentence apparently. On there. Okay, let me just I like editing to a certain degree, but it does get very mundane after a while. Also, when you have something like this, it's really, really kind of off-putting. I don't think it's actually going to help in this case, but when you have some weird like bumps in audio, also have 2 of these clips going on at the same time with the exact same audio, it's because later on I'm going to delete these if I don't want to use my main camera. So you can see I've got the big camera, I've got the little camera. And that's just how I work. Likelihood is gonna be this one. Just gonna boop.
On their doorstep.
Yeah, that didn't help. Sometimes you just can't help weird things like
On
that.
their doorstep. We'll go meet them anyway, because we want to actually have friends. You know, it is that whole shtick, edit. We do want to have friends. Loading screens take a bit long because I took the game off my SSD. Also, don't mind that. That is literally because
I want to keep the note of my
also don't
weird.
mind that. SSD.
But like without this earlier conversation, I cannot keep this sentence. Really, is the annoying part of editing.
So I took the game off my SSD.
I'm just gonna. Okay, I'm gonna figure out a way to keep that sentence
That is literally
without.
also don't mind.
Okay, so I was in the right place. Okay.
Also don't mind that. That is literally because of the
We don't care for the ums and the ahs. I realize it's honestly really kind of hard to fit things. This isn't like when I was doing uni, where I didn't really want to be doing uni work, but I have to be doing uni work. So, for example, I'm just literally
don't
gonna.
mind that. That is literally because of
I'm gonna have to
the weather's so different here. That
just redo how I'm doing this. Whoops.
the weather's so different here. That was literally because of the lighting mods
Oh my
and stuff. That's why
God.
it comes up blue.
I
If
am
you haven't
struggling
shaded
right
the
now.
lighting mods in,
iPhone. I'm honestly having a bit of a struggle right now, which is funny, because why? Can you hear
also
Sam?
don't mind that. That is literally because of the
Oh,
weather's so different here. That was literally off my SSD. Also don't mind that. That is
this is one of the worst parts, because I've got it on like the lowest quality I can actually put it on. But this does not like to... Okay, so I'm gonna have to very quickly just go boop. This is one very easy way to cheat, like you actually, like that is how that happened. But no one will know except those who have watched me edit it, you know?
also don't mind that. That is literally because of so different here. That was literally because of the lighting mods.
So I cut myself off and then I I hate it. It's very awkward, but here we are.
As literally because of that was literally because of the lighting mods.
Okay, there we go. Literally because of the lighting mods. So I can actually pop into The Sims and show you what I mean in a second, because genuinely, this was such a fun thing for me to find. And like, I essentially rediscovered it, because I completely forgot it was a thing, where essentially there are lighting mods for The Sims, and I had completely forgot they existed. And I brightened up my game and made it look so pretty. It was really nice to
Lighting
have.
mods and stuff. That's why it comes up blue. If you haven't got reshaders or lighting mods in, you shouldn't be having that issue. I don't know which one exactly causes that. I'm gonna be.
Okay, I don't need
That's
this
why
in.
it comes up blue.
Like, that could have been the end of what you were saying.
If you
Why did
haven't
I
got reshaders or
continue?
lighting mods
Like,
in, you shouldn't be having that issue. I don't know which one exactly causes that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's go introduce ourselves to everyone. So
I can already, like,
let's go.
hear that the energy from, like, the beginning of this has left. So I don't even...
Introduce.
I mean, it kind of works. You're so bad at knowing where to make cuts. It
Let's go.
genuinely, for the most part, is something
introduce
that you
ourselves to
get,
everyone so I don't feel.
that you just kind of, like, get to know, which sounds ridiculous, because you don't want to necessarily cut yourself off when you're speaking, but like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's kind of just a natural thing to me, and maybe that's because I literally spent from ages like 11 to 20 learning how to edit. Most, other than 3 years, completely
I
self-taught.
don't feel so much of a weirdo. Oh, also, another really
Oh, I'm very excited here. Like, it depends on what pitch you were trying to make. Like, depending on the style you're going for, you may decide a completely different way. It's a whole thing. And because I have a face cam, it actually makes it harder to edit these sorts of things because I have to make sure that whatever's going on the screen lines up with what I'm speaking about. And if it's not all like well enough synced, like because if you've just got a voice, you can move that anywhere. It
also
kind of strange,
another
but
really
it's a
important
it's a
thing that
pain.
I almost forgot until I came here. I am playing in a save file. This save
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Okay.
also
No,
another
no.
really important thing that I almost forgot until I came here.
Unfortunately, for the most part, it's rather instinctive for me. Oh yeah, see, that's the best way to do it, genuinely. Like, I have all my audio separated. So, I have a separate one for my for the webcam version, just because it's easier to edit this way, rather than having, like, just one between them, because I will never mess up when I'm editing. But, like, the game audio is separate. It's also linked to the actual game itself. It's the best way to do it, genuinely, just because that way you don't have to. You can, like you said, fudge your edits around. You see that voice streaming there. If you switch, put your voice over cut footage. Interesting. Well, the footage was needed to be cut, but so you fudged it. It's definitely an interesting way of going about it, and to be honest, it could be quite the interesting way of going about it.
came here. I am playing in a save file.
Doing it separate does make your life 10 times easier.
It's by Pleasant.
That
I'll link
is
the video that I got this from.
very much a fact.
I'll link the
Yeah. I wonder what's like. So I didn't start actually properly learning how to edit in terms of formal education wise until 2017, late 2017. So I have quite the YouTube history of the like videos before I got any formal education, which I can't say they're necessarily better than ones I've done as of recent, or like how I do it now, because just generally having knowledge on how to do certain things is easier. Because one thing that honestly a lot of people don't necessarily notice is you can look at tutorials when you want, and if you're able to find it, great. There are some things you can't necessarily find that's so incredibly annoying. I can't think of any right this second, but like, it's just a bit annoying. This was 2 years ago. Was this before I started college? Okay, that was 2 years ago. Wow. No, thank you. We don't need to know about apps. Thank you very much. I've gone by many different usernames throughout the years. I'm not gonna lie. It came from trying to find the real me, which ended up being the username of my very first YouTube channel that no longer exists because I got creeped on. Yay!
I am playing in a save file. This save file is by Pleasant Sims. I'll link the video that I got this from of hers in the description. Essentially, she went.
Don't feel like that is particularly necessary. A lot of the time, I So when I edit,
in the description.
I generally have quite a long way of editing, probably in most people's opinion, I'd say, where I will go through my entire footage, cut down gaps, breaths, things I notice I don't like as I go on. Then I'll come back and do a lot of the more fun edits, unless I choose that I'm more interested in doing that, you know. Because when you have an hour, like, I think I had about an hour and a half worth of footage, hour and 50 minutes, probably something like hour and 40. I don't know. Like, I'm aiming to get this down to longest video, 20 minutes. So all the stuff I've got here may end up getting cut. I don't want it this long. Like, I don't want it to be a 30-40 minute video that's like mildly edited.
I've got the Get to Work, but in the base game, she went through and
like, I'm just leaving this in right now.
People relationship. So the best friends are actually all best friends, and it follows the law. For example, Johnny Zest actually is part of the Landgraf family tree.
Okay. I feel like that's an important note because Johnny Zest becomes very important later on in this video. For example, I don't know why, like,
Johnny Zest.
One thing that always gets me when I like start editing things that I've recorded is just how, like, see, I'm noticing now when I'm speaking, like, how many gaps, I can't even speak English right now, how many gaps there are in between, like, my words. Imagine if that was recording, like, that would have been embarrassing. Just like, how many?
Is part of the Landgraf family tree.
Which always feels a little embarrassing.
One of the reasons why I restarted this as well, because I wanted to play in the safe hour. I was like, this is good. This is what it should have been.
This is what it should have been. I feel like that's honestly kind of... I say it's off note, but it's more me, like, going on about this save file I found, which, honestly, thank you, because I love this, and I love the fact that it actually, you know, follows the law. Well, I messed up my audio, that's real grand. Thank you. I hate it when that happens, it's so annoying. Hey, welcome to the stream!
Which is one of the reasons...
Which is one of the reasons why...
Which is one of the reasons why I restarted this as well. Which is one of the reasons why I restarted...
Oh, I'm just restarting this sentence, am I?
One of the reasons why I restarted this as well, because I wanted to play in the safe hour. I was like, this is good!
So
this is what it should have...
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. I don't think it's necessary for you to need to know that information.
One of the reasons why I restarted this as well, because I wanted to play in the safe hour. I was like, this is good. This is what it should have been. It shouldn't have been.
It's alright. Also, don't feel a need to instantly ban people. Timeouts are allowed. You can time someone out if they continue after that. Then the ban is probably better off, rather than just insta-ban. In my opinion, anyway. Unless they're just being innately rude. Of, you know, worse than just saying, how much do you weigh? Because honestly, while it's rude generally to ask that, people are weird, you know? I know you are, Sam. You looked away for a second.
Stupid.
I know what I'm getting myself into by being in the channel. I'm not gonna lie, I know creeps are around in here. I've watched many of my friends and moderated friend streams who do just chatting, who get many creeps around. Someone just asked about my weight, of which I just was like, I'm not going to dignify that with an actual response, and then Sam backed them. So, hehe. It's just an unnecessary question. You know? What? I honestly haven't been paying attention to anything I was saying here. I've just been.
I wanted to play in the safe house. I was like, this is good. This is what it should have been. It shouldn't have been so stupid and for no one to have relationships. Like, what even were the Sims thinking when they literally have a relationship? A relationship.
Okay. I was like, I remember this, and I remember really mucking this up. A relationship cheat. Wow, I looked up then. Oh god.
They literally have a relationship.
A relationship. Also, one thing that I've got very used to, which I feel like is kind of a bad thing, mainly because the program doesn't always run smoothly, is just kind of being able to, I say read, not necessarily read the waveforms of the audio, but just kind of be able to easily guess where words start and finish. Then again, I've said that, and I really didn't get that one accurate. There we go. Relationship starts over here. See, I was close to it. I don't know what I actually cut out then. Just general noise.
They have a relationship cheat.
Okay, relationship. There we go. Feels weird to have random spurts.
It was just like, come on, and this is honestly the perfect thing. We're gonna go buy some seeds. I'm gonna leave the flowers because we'll actually get flowers later on.
Here's the problem with going on rants when recording videos. Like, it makes sense in the moment, but you look back on it, and it's just like, now, that like has no place existing in this video. Because like, I'm just being like why? Blah 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 blah. Like, it makes sense to explain, like, that I'm playing in a save file, that's fine.
So the best friends are actually all best friends, and it follows the law. For example, Johnny Zest actually is...
Like, I don't think I need any of this.
Part of the Landgrab family tree, which is one of the reasons why I restarted this as well, because I wanted to play in the save file. I was like, this is good. This is what it should have been. It shouldn't have been so stupid.
Like, it just... It feels wrong to have so much random... exposition, you know?
So the best friends are actually all best friends, and it follows the law.
Okay, there we go. I say it follows the law, but like, kinda doesn't necessarily follow the law.
This is honestly the perfect thing.
Okay, I don't really care about this anymore.
Like, what?
Please, just go on.
It was just like, come on, and this is honestly the perfect thing. We're gonna go buy some seeds. I'm gonna leave the flowers. The perfect thing. We're gonna go buy some...
Why?
Come on, and this is honestly the perfect thing. We're gonna...
Like, sometimes we have massive gaps in between words, and other times it's just like... just the perfect thing. We're gonna... Like, that doesn't feel very I don't know how I would speak that quickly. Like, what? It's okay. Nothing editing can't fix. There are plenty of things editing can't fix, such as lighting.
We're gonna go buy some seeds.
Cool, interesting.
I'm gonna leave the flowers because we'll actually get flowers later on. And I'm actually gonna start on just fruits and veg, I think. We're just gonna do fruits and veg.
Like, wait, I think I'm just gonna do this. We're just gonna do this.
Fruits and veg, I think. We're just gonna...
Now, I actually think this comes from a habit that I've picked up of not really ever being very sure of my ideas, so I always say, like, oh, I think, or, like, maybe we should, instead of just, like, we should do this, or this is what I'm going to do, because I'm just here, like, but what if someone doesn't like that idea? And I'm just like, Very fun way to go.
We're gonna buy some seeds. We're just gonna do fruits and veg.
Gonna go buy some seeds. We're just gonna do fruits and veg.
I've heard last time, but I'm not as bothered with them. We've done that. Let's just open these up. I don't think you can get lemons in these.
Yeah, so if you're aware, my whole plan for this whole thing was to just get lemons.
I don't think you can get lemons in these. I actually don't know how you managed to get lemons. What is that? Spinach?
Anyway, like, this is a sad moment. We don't know how to get lemons.
Nope, spinach I don't know.
Energy for me is
okay.
usually a quiet
I
process.
It was actually dark out here because of the weather. I was like, what is going on? Why is it so dark? Especially when you come from when you come from Oasis Springs. It's so much brighter. We are going to leave these guys because I really don't mind about being here right now.
That was a weird sentence. We are gonna leave these guys because I really don't mind about being here right now.
Oh, keep it run. Okay. The first time I had this happen to me, by the way, I thought it was some weird, like, freaky thing that was going on. Oh, we should really get out of this. It is actually
Okay, this is all
thing
irrelevant.
that was going on. Oh, we
Like-
should really get out of this. It is actually warm here. Let us just change outfit. I wanted to change into a normal outfit. Let's go into this, and I do want to get us just a quick little cute picture. I'm gonna have a little thought bubble.
Oh, this is gonna. Please don't mind as I just literally scroll past all this. A good portion of this video, I'm not even joking, was me like doing this shit. And the reason for it also, this is part of the whiteboard thing that I was chatting about. The reason for this was very much because I was like, I want these screenshots. And I'm gonna waste like 10 minutes doing it and explaining why I'm doing it. And they're just not, it's just not needed.
In Oasis Springs, because it is all on sand, obviously. Let us just make sure these are a decent distance away from each other, because they are trees after all. We've got 6 of them, so I'm going to attempt to actually plant these nicely.
Are you okay? You are very loud. Aw, that's a fun one.
I'm going to make an attempt to actually plant these nicely this time around. I really didn't do a very good job last time. Didn't do
But see, one of the things I'm gonna do with this video in particular is I have the like recordings of the live streams. Like I said, I was going to turn the streams into videos, and so I recorded them as well as like as I was streaming on a different program.
last time.
And so I do plan to insert clips, but I never know like when I want to. I also actually usually put these in the correct font, but I'm feeling lazier now.
I will be saying last time until we kind of get past the last time scenario of things.
Did I say we're gonna be saying last time?
We'll be saying last time until we kind of get past the last time scenario of things. I do apologize for that. I realize that's actually.
This is what RTX did, by the way. I just completely removed like an entire sentence from here. Like that's not dead noise.
Is because we have 6 thieves. I'm gonna drag them out.
Here I am really struggling to plant things. Like not everything is interesting when you're recording. Not everything's interesting when you stream it. It is just how it is.
1, 2. Not necessarily how I had actually planned that out in my head. I was gonna move that. Okay, that's not even gonna be. How about I adjust everything before we plant it, even though it's definitely quicker when you do it afterwards. You know, it's all good. It's all fine. Just gotta be so specific, apparently, because I really did make a mess of it the last time I tried to do this. Right,
Don't really
now
care.
let's go ahead and plant everything. I really hope that she'll just do them by me clicking 1, but... Yeah, success. Okay, so we're actually going to be able to do this relatively quick. And I may...
Okay, I think maybe we're at a point where it's actually going to be interesting. I realize I'm not speaking a lot. I wish I could play background noise, but unfortunately it's just going to be too loud for me to actually focus on this.
We're actually going to be able to do this relatively quick. And I may actually get to water things in this. So I was originally living in Brindleton Bay, and I changed over to Oasis Springs because in my head, like, I'm like, I can build in this one. It'll be fine. In comparison to, like...
I don't know what's going on. I'm genuinely confused by this
So I was
sentence.
originally living in Brindleton Bay.
Bindleton Bay? Okay. This could maybe be an interesting section, but not really.
And I may actually...
What is that noise that happens? I don't... did I just... No, okay, that's fine. I use shortcuts a lot when I'm editing, and usually, like, sometimes I just hit the wrong shortcut and it will be a mess.
So I was originally living in Brindleton...
In Bindleton Bay? I think I was saying something about building, but I honestly have no idea. Now the play button doesn't want to work. I should also save.
And I change over to where it says bay, and I change.
Is this me actually?
And I change.
Oh no, it's just me breathing. Meaning I don't need it, because who needs to breathe? Well, who needs to be seen breathe, actually, is, I suppose, more correct. We don't need to breathe, we breathe.
And I change over to Oasis Springs, because in my head, like, I'm like, I can build in this one. It'll be fine. Oasis Springs, because in my head, like, I'm like, I can build in this one.
What?
Oasis Springs, because in my head, like, I'm like,
Okay, but I'm confused about the end of this sentence, which is why I'm trying to cut it away.
Like, I'm like, I can build in this one. It'll be fine. In comparison to, like, is she whistling or are other people whistling? Fusion. But like, it was raining enough where I just didn't need to water them, and I felt like they were all dying, and it was a whole thing. Quality normal, that's all good. I'm just gonna wait for it to actually plant them all, and we can then water them all.
I feel like almost tired, which isn't too surprising.
To when, you know, it didn't look quite so silly, because now it's uneven, and I think I may do that.
See, this makes sense as a continuation from the whole weird planting situation. Like, where was the planting?
So we're actually going to be able to do this relatively, and I may actually get to water things in this. So I was
like, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense.
Bay, and I change over to.
Okay, we don't need that anymore.
Last time, you know, it didn't look quite so silly, because now it's uneven.
Okay, this
silly, because now it's uneven, and I think
there we go. That's the clip I want. I want now it's uneven. Like, the problem is, like, as I work through this, it's gonna look weird because it's not playing here, but I can hear it.
Now it's uneven, and I think I may do that once she's watered them all, and I'm gonna milestone complete. That was really stupidly quick. I'm not even gonna lie. We're already level 2. We have to evolve.
Like, we love it when it jumps at us. Oh god, I probably won't edit ever again on stream. I'm gonna be honest.
And she's watered them all, and I'm gonna milestone complete.
It feels a bit awkward because I'm not able to talk too much, but like,
really stupidly quick.
And also like just generally, my main issue at the minute is like I want to do this sort of style of like video and stuff. I want to be able to edit videos, but with streaming, you know, the days I don't stream, I'm actually kind of really busy. It's like, and also uni. Like, there's not a lot of time to sit down and do this stuff.
Quick, I'm not even gonna lie. We're already level 2. We have to evolve 5 different plants, which actually does take a little bit of time, admittedly.
Don't care. Don't
So I'm
care.
gonna use the grid here, and I'm actually gonna make this all neat and stuff.
Okay, I want to. I'm actually gonna. There we go. I also, like, one thing I found from like editing stuff, I say the word actually a lot, basically a lot. So a lot, like, I see these words so often that I have to actively cut them out so I don't sound like I'm repeating myself. Don't know why I sound so, like, the thing that gets me about this, like, edit that I'm currently doing is I remember being very excited to play and just generally excited, and like I sound so bored, and it makes me really sad because I'm bored.
Does it underwater them? That's weird.
Like, I'm enjoying myself.
Okay, well, whatever. See, I want all the trees to be at the back.
Just wait. There's I'm very.
Why this is how they are.
However, it's kind of like a nice thing that like I have this throw content to a certain degree of like I don't want it.
I'm just struggling with planting things.
You know, like,
Honestly, okay, it's fine.
honestly, okay, it's fine. And like, I'll come back and do all the interesting edit
Honestly,
hopefully later, which is why I've been leaving my face, because I want to be able
It's
to
fine. I know
use
what I
that
want to
later
do.
on.
It's okay. I'm just struggling with planting things.
Just struggling with planting things. Honestly, one uninteresting sentence, but here we are. Can I stop clicking on that? I'm gonna move it. There we go.
Honestly, okay, it's fine. I know what I want to do.
Like, it seems. Sometimes I wonder if I ever overedit things, like, bit odd, but yet here we are.
It's fine. I know what I want to do. It's okay.
I'm just gonna cut out this it that I say, because I just repeat it, and maybe that's part of the joke, but maybe it's not, you know? Whoa. What did I just do? I've just lost chat by accident. Don't mind me. I accidentally clicked something and it just went, just like, okay, well that's sad, man. Okay, it's fine, I've got it back. Okay, I'm also gonna wanna... Oh my god! Nate Doggo, thank you so much for the bits! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much! I miss actually seeing it. That makes me really sad. I miss seeing the actual notification. I hope it looked good, everyone. Thank you so much for the bits. Let's Wandering Trader's opinion up is enough for you to be able to take. You take this? I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. I've just realized. Wait, what icon would you have got? One second. Sorry, I actually have to figure this out because now I'm curious because I missed it. I don't know. It's okay. I actually need to properly put down what the because I have a few variations of bits that if you use that, if you give that exact amount,
As you do.
You'll get like a specific sound inside, which I feel like most people do.
As you do. So these are actually carrot boys. I can't remember what they actually are.
Carrots are there. What are you talking about?
Spinach boys. That's fine. And what I'll do is I'll actually just bring these out. Meaning we're gonna have to rewater them, but it's fine. And that way, like, everything's actually even, you know. Let's. Ooh, this part is.
Let me see if I can somehow cut this up to be a sentence.
Like,
there we go. Right. I reckon this. Sentences don't come naturally when I'm trying to like concentrate.
And that way, like, everything's actually even, you know.
You know, don't like it. Never mind.
Ooh, this plant does not need water, but it did remove my water. Oh, she can get fun from that. That's cool. We are actually going to have to go on a little adventure, though, to be honest.
We are going to have to go on a little adventure, though, to be honest. That is a sentence. So, to be honest, way too much.
We're actually going to have to go on a little adventure, though, to be honest.
Venture, though. Let's just cut the to be honest, please. We don't need that phrase. Like, it's unneeded.
To be honest, because... Well, do you know what? Let's research a little bit. It's fine.
Because...
It's fine. We'll research a little bit.
Because
this will get her skill up really quick.
No, not for...
randomly last time. Parrot plant isn't updated. Oh, look at
Am I not going to finish my sentence or my sentence?
Oh, we're having some fun little funsies.
Thank you. It's me. I am doing well. Thank you so much. I'm also doing well. Thank you so much for hanging out on the stream. Freaking heck.
I don't think she can research anything else, unfortunately. But she can
research bless you.
Plants. I guess it's because they've actually grown. I don't know. I'm hoping it's why.
I don't know how to react to it. Like, I feel good about it.
Green thumb hands. Oh, she takes a picture again, one sec.
Oh god, I'm gonna, like, I never finished this thought. Wait.
I want an actual picture of it, you know?
I go on about this section for ages. Like, look at the silence that happened. Oh, this is. When I was recording this, I was like, noise, and had to get up and go check. It freaked me out. Sam was not home when I did this. When I recorded it, I mean. Okay, I'm just literally waiting for her to take a picture so I can take screenshots. So we're going to cut this entire section out. I'm going to have to remove the sentence of, we're actually going to have to go on a bit of an adventure, because I don't mention it at all. You were looking to see if you have any. You've got 20. I don't have any bits. I haven't spent my money on it, mainly because wish you had some. I haven't spent my money on them, mainly because I need it for other things right now. Yeah, I remember being able to get bits for ones. Yeah, I mean that doesn't help you. Oh, okay.
Please research those. You need to go find food and stuff.
Okay, one sec. We got a sentence. Yeah,
Right, now
you
that she's researched those,
it's either spend money or watch ads. I'm a terrible person and have an ad blocker on most of the time, mainly because for my uni course I have to do quite a bit of research.
Right, now that she's researched those,
I sometimes end up on some dodgy websites while trying to look for research. Speaking of research, I went down a deep hole, like, when trying. Basically, I had to answer some questions to do with an object I brought in a character shop for one of my modules. The whole project is based around this object. And there were simple questions like, what's its history and blah blah blah, like what it's made from. I was struggling to find any information online about it because I got it from a character shop, and while it did have a label, like, I could not find like where, like, the actual company anywhere. And then I found a Facebook page that I was like, this has the logo that's on the label. And I actually managed to find, with Sam helping me, because he actually got me to the proper company there, the brand, like, I say the brand, but like the type of like figure it is, like what it's made from. And I went down a deep hole of just information and links and different pages of what my object was made from, and I ended up writing basically a mini essay on it, when really it was meant to be a sentence per question, and I wrote 1,000 words about, which, you know, is good because it actually helps me on a different module that can just have to upload things to the blog, essentially, like just random thoughts. I guess they're kind of art related in some regard. So, you know, it just was like, I'll just put it on here too, why not?
Right, now that she's
So,
researched
two birds
those,
with one stone with that.
Kinda need.
Why don't you say kinda? That's another word I say a lot. But no, very fun. I was up till like 4 a.m. writing an essay on something I didn't need to write an essay on.
Kinda need to go.
The real kicker for that was that they didn't even look at them. Like, my lecturers didn't even like want to look at them. It was sad. As in, like, they didn't ask to look at them. Not that like, went to them and was like, hey, do you want to have a look at this work? Like, can you tell me if I'm on the right track? I didn't do that. They just didn't, like, I didn't realize until yesterday that we even had to answer those questions. I thought they were just giving them to us to think about. But then also in class today, they were like, well, we want you to think about these, like, or do this research in today's class, but they never properly said it.
Kinda need to find food and stuff.
So, like all the research I had actually already done on my object, basically, in, like, sentences. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was just, like, a bit redundant.
Food and stuff.
I don't want to say and stuff. It doesn't. Where's the and? There it is. Okay. But no, Brenda, thank you. But no, it was an interesting day. I also had like the longest bus journey ever home today. Like, it wasn't even long in time. I suppose it was kind of long. I got on the bus at 4:10, and then didn't get back until 5 o'clock. So I mean, I guess technically a long
We
bus.
should theoretically actually get promoted.
What? We should
Theoretically actually get.
theoretically. Okay. I don't know why I speak this
We
way.
should.
But no, like, it was a long bus journey after a day of doing kind of nothing.
Theoretically actually get.
It's always say we should.
We should theoretically actually.
I don't need that entire sentence. I think one thing that I had to learn when it came to editing gameplay is it doesn't matter if the gameplay jumps. Like, people expect it to. People don't expect you to say perfect sentences.
Go to work. We should get promoted when we go to work tomorrow.
Although I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a very clean sentence, despite the fact I'm about to chop it up a little bit more. Like, I don't know when editing does play out the way. That's the thing you can never convince yourself is okay, is the gameplay jump cuts. It took a long time for me to just be like, I don't care anymore, I want the sound fluent and have a slightly better, like, sense of, like, the entire thing. I can't explain what I mean, but maybe you understand. You want to show gameplay and jump cutting and so on. Like, I think when it comes to games like The Sims, you're not missing much when you jump cut a couple seconds. Like, I mean, I jump cut, like, a good couple minutes early. Because it's not relevant to the overall video. It's easier when you have face cams, since at least personally focus more on the person. Like, it is easier to that regard. But like, so for example, I think one of the YouTubers that I started watching that really kind of helped the whole you can jump cut through gameplay, even story-based gameplay, which was the one I really struggled with, was Call Me Kevin. Admittedly, he recently has been having more face cam, but he doesn't always have the face cam showing, which is a very interesting choice, and I may play with it every once in a while. But the thing with it is literally like, you have to balance the idea of, do you want to have one format play where people have to watch every single everything that happens, essentially, just in case you are worried about missing content, like they're missing context. Call Me Kevin. His editing is very interesting. He doesn't personally edit all of his stuff, I don't think. But it's a good style, I will say that much. I personally enjoy watching him, which is why I even know about it. But, like, it's that balance between, do I just show the most interesting parts of what's going on and assume the people who are watching it aren't coming to me to see an entire gameplay? Or do I assume those are coming to see me to see an entire gameplay? I would suggest you click on them next time you see them. Because, like, I think especially when you are trying to grow, 9 times out of 10, especially in the way that YouTube works today, if you're focusing particularly on YouTube, it's better, maybe, I say maybe because I can't say for certain, to have content that is snappy and that keeps a viewer interested, because watch time is so important. As opposed to like that old YouTube style of sit down, play for 20 minutes, upload it. Like, it's a style and it can work for some people. I think someone who basically does that with very, very light editing is James Turner or Sim Supply, which is one of the reasons why I'm mentioning him, because he plays Sims. He will sit down for like an hour and just upload the entire thing. That works very well if you're very confident and you know exactly what you're doing. I personally prefer watching edited content, so that's why I like to get mine down quite so much. It's one of those things where it's like, you can cut gameplay and it be completely fine. If it's a story-driven game, it may feel even worse to do so, but there are YouTubers who will play through the entire game and sit through everything, and people who want to watch that will. Like, they will. But then you also have to remember that there are people who just want to, who already know of the game, have maybe watched it already, and just want to see someone else play it and see what they thought about certain things. So, for example, like, Call Me Kevin, the things even like Beyond Two Souls or Until Dawn, and maybe not necessarily Until Dawn, but definitely Beyond Two Souls, he cuts and chops those up that you wouldn't be able to follow the storyline of the original game. But I've already watched someone play through the entire game. Therefore, the experience is far more enjoyable when I don't have to rewatch every single step again. Like, I don't know. That's what kind of was the thing that made me feel better about punching up gameplay quite a lot. Because I was just like, people may have already watched it. And as long as there's enough context when it comes to things like The Sims, that's an issue. I didn't hear what she said, what I said. That sentence doesn't make sense on its own.
We need to go find food. We should get motivated when we go to work tomorrow.
Okay, that is a sentence I want to keep. There we go.
We are hungry and we do need to go to the bathroom. Though, oh, look at this, we can go dig it up. I didn't realise there are actual things around here.
I can't see the clips.
Oh, look at this, we can go dig it up. I didn't realise there are actual...
Okay, I'm gonna literally just go. Didn't realize there
are actual things around here. Okay, that was good.
See, here's the thing. Like, I've said this, and I've said about how I need food, blah blah blah. But I'm almost certain I'm gonna re-say this later on.
We need to go find food. We should get motivated when we go to work. Research those. We actually really kinda need to go find. Now that she's researched those,
think that's what.
We actually.
Okay, I'm gonna just chop this quick, because that doesn't need to be in one.
We actually really kinda need to go find food. We should get
now that she's blah 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 blah. Okay, we can get rid of that. That doesn't need to be there.
Dealing with planting things. We actually really kinda need to go find food. We should get motivated when we go to work tomorrow.
It's irrelevant. See, I wish it sounded more excited here, because, like...
Well, I'm glad that we're actually going to have things...
Because, like, they're necessary.
Collect and sell, because we need money, and it's not...
Okay, I think this may be an interesting section. Like I said, I'm going to edit this through, like, basically a one-route edit, then I'm going to come back through, rewatch it all, and then delete things. And edit them to be more interesting, hopefully.
I didn't realise there were actual things around here. Okay, that was good. Well, I'm glad that we're actually going to have things to...
Okay, so for example, like, this didn't need to be...
actual things around here.
Like, I want to finish there. And then I save this.
Well, I'm glad things around here. Well, I'm glad...
Like, you'd almost say, like, it feels weird, and I need to finish that sentence off.
Yeah, well, I'm glad...
Like, I am so particular with how much I cut things off, which is...
I didn't realise there were actual things around here. Well, I'm glad that we're actually going to have things to go and collect and sell, because we need money... And it's not, we're not just going to be able to get it from our job, unfortunately. We're not just going to be able to get it from our job.
I feel like I need the end.
And it's not, we're not just...
And... Because, like, sometimes you just don't make sense, you know? I used to, like... I'd be interested to, like, look at an old video of mine and then compare how they're edited. Because like, I played Sims before. I put it. What? Okay, it needed to be cut there. I don't want to cut it instantly.
And we're not just going to be able to get it from our job, unfortunately. So I'm going to actually...
Because like... Sorry, I find it really hard to listen and speak and actually like pay attention. But my editing style was incredibly different. It was incredibly different. Mainly because I didn't know how to edit. Do I have any like proper gaming videos up anymore? I don't even know. Okay, I have one where I was talking about The Sims 3 generally. Oh, I have a fun fact. I actually made a Fortnite video once. That's funny. Well, actually on my current channel, how weird. I haven't uploaded a video in 4 months. And the last upload was actually a little like getting nostalgic with The Sims 2. I may eventually make a video like thinking, oh wow, another driver's ready for me to download. Do it another time, thank you. I may make another video at some point, like reacting to my old YouTube videos, because I've done it once before, and I really didn't get into the deep, gritty, like stuff where I was trying to be quite serious in. So I don't. I'm interested in doing that, but at the same time, like.
So I'm gonna actually have a go. I know she desperately needs to pee, but
like my
I know she desperately.
branding, I suppose you could say, the way I've branded my channel and stuff, and the Twitch channel is obviously because Twitch is really the thing that got me into the actual brand I currently have, and the alerts and the style with the blue and all of that, and with the fish and stuff.
I know she desperately needs to pee, but you know, this is.
It's changed a lot. It really is.
This is far more important, love. You know.
But you know, this is far more important, love. You know. That's what I like about editing.
Far more important, love. You know.
You can just cut weird sentences. Where I'm cutting out that one.
We also have the water right by us, which I thought was really nice because like.
I don't think this is going to be very relevant, but I'll cut it in for now, just in case.
We also have the water right by us, which I thought was really nice because like I'm pretty sure this is where you can get cowberries from as well. Oh, there's food! We don't live in a perfect.
Okay, so now I'm going to need to keep this because I get very excited about the fact there's food.
The water right by.
Okay.
We also have the
We also have
the water.
The water. There we go. It's okay. Whoops. Sugar. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. We also have the water.
The water right by us, which I thought was really nice because like I'm pretty sure. I thought was really nice.
Can get rid of this breath. One of the more annoying things for me is always going to be breathing.
I'm pretty sure this is where you can get cowberries from as well. Oh, there's food! I'm pretty sure this is where you can.
Like, I'll keep this and, like.
I'm pretty sure this is where you can get cowberries from as well. Oh, there's food! We don't live in a pub.
I must say, my face really never matches, like, actually how I'm feeling. I'm just like, oh, there's food. And because I'm not actively trying to, like, oh, I went out of focus. Over exaggerate, because I never am, because I'm lazy. I just feel like I'm a little bit boring, you know? Like, my face just is kind of like the same stagnant.
Oh, there's food! We don't live in a perfect spot. I realized this was originally a park, so maybe I kind of cheated by that.
The emotion changed so much.
Oh well.
Oh, whoopsie. But no, I won't be streaming too much of editing in the future. But my audio is now out of sync. I hate it when that happens. Like, there's no, like, I don't think I did anything necessarily for the audio to go out of sync there. I also don't think it's even necessary to have the but, just like...
Oh well. Kinda cheated by that. Oh well.
And I know I am gonna want that to be big, so I'm gonna do that.
Then again, there's not any toilets here, I don't think, so we're gonna have to deal with that. May end up just shoving up a wall or something, and, you know, getting a toilet at least, and maybe a bed. Although there is a bench that we could just go nap on, so I guess I don't really need to spend my money on that just yet.
There's a toilet right there. I'll see that in a minute, I'm pretty sure.
One rule I'm a little unsure of is whether or not...
Am I gonna go... Is this when I set this up?
To take their money. I'm pretty sure I am. Oh, there are...
I need to talk about this. Okay, so just noticed it. My biggest pet peeve when it comes to watching YouTube videos, my biggest pet peeve is leveling, audio leveling. But it is not that hard to get it correct. And I see it so many times. Well, I say I see it, I hear it so many times where the leveling in a video is just utter rubbish. Okay? This isn't me being rude, this is just me being truthful. What video were me and Sam watching the other day? We watched a video and we had to have it up to volume 70 on the TV just to hear it. Clearly, it wasn't even that clear at 70. We probably could have upped it more, but we feared our neighbours would hate us. Like, that is terrible. You shouldn't have to have it on 70. And the video we watched later, not by the same people admittedly in this case, was it, like, we had to turn it down to, like, 15 on the TV because it was that loud. Like, if you are editing a video and you are unsure of how loud said video should be, I have a great tip for you. Now, if you're on Premiere, I can't necessarily say but it was like Movie Maker, or Final Cut Pro, or even Sony Vegas anymore at this point. This magical button here, that when you press play, it shows you how loud it is. Okay, it literally tells you how loud it is. Like, you can see my game sounds at about 18, and I'm about minus 18, I'm about minus 12. The standard, as I was told by my lecturer at uni, is minus 12 decibels. That is what you should aim. That is what TV shows aim for. Minus 12 decibels is the correct thing. Now, the reason why I think a lot of people struggle with it is they don't actually take into account the minus 12 decibels. They don't pay attention to that. I personally do, because that's what I was told I had to do when I was on my course. Instead, they have the issue of their headset has a volume control. And maybe even in my case, which I can't show you very easily, my speaker also has its own separate volume control. Because there are these two different volume controls, if I change it at all, if I change one, or if I knock it, any editing I've done before is going to sound off. It's not going to sound correct. It's not going to be loud enough. It may be too loud. Therefore, I may try to change it. But the sure way of knowing is by going by minus 12 decibels. That is how you know that everything's up properly. You never trust volumes from your speakers or always look at the call. Yeah, exactly. Like, it frustrates me so much. Like, I'm watching someone who is technically classed as a professional YouTuber who does it full time, and I'm sat there like, you sound fine, but you play this video and it's incredibly quiet. So I watch quite a lot of commentary people. or you play this video and it's like 10 times louder than you. If you're editing your own videos, pop to minus 12 decibels. That's where your main audio should be. Just please. It would, like, you don't want to have to keep turning up and down the volume. Like, when I go to bed, for example, and Sam's fallen asleep, and I want to watch a video, I want to be able to watch a video, one video, without needing to change the audio because it suddenly got incredibly loud. Like, I understand there's always going to be times where, like, you speak slightly louder before your voice peaks. An easy way to fix that if it actually bothers you a lot is to use something like Levelator, which levels all your audio so it stays at the same level and it doesn't actually get louder, but you can still hear, like, the inflection, and it doesn't necessarily ruin the general thing. Like, I don't use it personally because I don't feel the need to. But, like, if you regularly have it, like, say you're commentating on a video, and the video you're commentating on is up here in loudness, and you're in here, that's annoying. I realize I've gone on about this for way too long, but it is such a pet peeve of mine, and it genuinely makes, like, the amount of enjoyment I get from watching some videos just decrease by so much, because it's so frustrating. Listen, as a YouTuber, you may not know that. You may be completely self-taught. I was very lucky to, I say very lucky, I paid for the courses I went on, I chose to go on them, to do media courses, to actually learn about this stuff. Like, and even if you're not going to go by minus 12, just check on this bar that generally everything is about the same level. Even if it's down, like, if it's down here, whatever. Because as long as the whole video isn't like, it's fine. And by I mean, like, up, like, high, low, you know what I mean? Like, it does. It's one of the biggest things that frustrates me.
Then again, there's not any toilets here, I don't think, so we're gonna have to deal with
I can't believe I've just had to deal with re-listening to this one.
I must admit, one rule I'm a little unsure of is whether or
One
not...
rule I'm unsure of. No, you're not. Shh.
Well, I'm just incredibly lucky for this lot.
Oh, did I mention the toilet?
When, like, I marry someone, whether I'm actually allowed to take their money. I'm pretty sure I am. Oh, there are toilets.
I don't know why I just go very quiet here. Like, I think it was just like, oh no, I've got one that gives me everything, essentially. Although not that wrong for filling, and I had to spend my money on that, but it's okay.
Then again, there's not any toilets here, I don't think, so...
Okay, I think I...
Oh well. Then again, there's not any toilets here.
There's not any toilets here, I don't think. Yep, I got that bit, that's fine. Oh, it's so warm. Also, for some reason I haven't...
Deal with that. May end up just shoving up a wall.
Just gonna link these back.
You know. We're gonna have to deal with that.
Like, for example, I'm just gonna go here, and to the next point, delete that, not relevant, go here. Where I say that again. I don't know why I'm saying, like, oh, for example, it's just like, I'm explaining a point, because I'm really not. Well, that's a cool update the Discord's done. Sorry, I got distracted by this. You can now actually click through and view the server as a role. No more need for asking friends to check your roles or making an alt account either. Just so I could see without needing to bother anyone, because I hate being a nuisance in that regard. If only that had come a few months ago. I wouldn't have to deal with having a second account. Not that I literally use anything on it.
Oh, there are toilet.
Well, there are toilet.
Well,
I'm just incredibly lucky with this. Dang it! You got cut, you know that? Like, come on. I don't know how I keep accidentally unlinking these. I must be messing up with my keybinds or something. Keybinds, shortcuts.
Well, I'm just incredibly lucky for this lot.
We don't need glass.
Shh, everybody.
Again, this is like another point where I'm like, maybe I'll keep it, maybe I won't. Like,
Shh, everybody.
shh. I'll take the webcam off.
Can I nap on here? I know there's other people.
Oh, is the webcam not linked? What? Should have been. That's gonna be really annoying. Okay, it just hasn't been linked since I actually unlinked it. That was my own fault. Never mind.
Can I nap on here? I know there's other people on it. I can't nap on that sort of bench. Okay. Can I nap on one that nobody's on? No. Oh, bench up here though. Bench up here.
Okay, I want to use it, but I'm also gonna just cut it down a little bit.
Oh, bench up.
Like, I'm gonna knock out the middle sentence so it sounds a little less, like, annoying.
Oh, bench up here though. Bench up here. Yeah. Here though. Bench up here.
Never mind, maybe I didn't need to cut it. Did
Oh,
I
bench
hear
up
something
here,
that didn't
bench up here.
exist? I'm so confused. Anyway.
Yeah, so I managed to get myself on a really good place.
See, I say this as it, like, I genuinely didn't know
Yeah,
that it
so
was
I
gonna
managed
be
to get
this
myself
good,
on
but,
a
like,
really good place.
it's like I should have kind of expected it, though.
I didn't even know any of this stuff was here. Bench up here.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna get rid of this.
Oh,
I don't think it's necessary.
buddy. I didn't even know any of this stuff was here. I really don't spend much time in Oasis Springs whatsoever.
Oh, that's the thing. There's actually the reasons why Sam was like, why aren't you, Sam, Lucin's, by the way, boyfriend, he was like, why aren't you playing, like, Sims 4 today? Because I recently bought Discover University. Had some money and I got it cheap. And I was like, well, I want to edit this video. I've been putting it off because I haven't had the time. But, like, I still haven't left this video to edit. And also, if you're wondering why there's a split here, it is solely because I, sorry, yawn. It is literally because I stopped recording it about the hour mark to start re-recording it because I got scared it was going to crash on me. Literally the only reason why.
Mainly just because it was never like I was like I like the green, and then I built a house in Oasis Springs that turned out really well, and I was like, maybe Oasis Springs is for me.
Okay, this is another thing that I'm gonna have. Like, I'm gonna keep it.
Maybe Oasis Springs is for me.
And I don't want the webcam. Like,
Ah, I found a crystal. How fun. Do we have work tomorrow? What time? Oh no, we don't have work tomorrow. That's alright. I'm gonna sell all of this because
I just wish, like, it sounded more energetic, but I don't know if that's generally just my personality. Like, my personality is very, like, mute, maybe? I don't know. Come on, phone, you can do it.
oh no, we don't have work tomorrow. That's alright. I'm gonna sell all of this because honestly, I don't trust it to make me enough money. Wait, what can I do with these? Oh, Geo Council. Does this get me any money?
I wonder if you guys can hear Sam, because he's very clear behind me.
If it does, I'll kill them. Extract the fossil? I don't know what some of these do, so I'm just honestly tempted. Fossilized egg. I mean, okay. It didn't
Not really.
get us more money by extracting them. Like, it was only originally going to sell for, like, something or other. 100 for both. So, I ain't gonna complain. Do they just...
He is literally like the other room. So he probably is very quiet, like I can hear him
get sent off?
just about
I'm a little confused, I'm not gonna lie.
under my
More
headphones.
people come around and make food, because that's what we're currently waiting on.
Don't remember what I just said. As in
Did they
video
just
me
get
just said.
sent off to the council? I'm a little confused, I'm not gonna lie. It's okay though. I'm hoping more people come around and...
Oh.
Maybe Oasis Springs is for me.
Also, the reason why this isn't popping up is literally because it's hidden.
I'm hoping more people come around and make food, because that's what we're currently waiting on. If they just disappear, that's a bit sad, but it is what it is.
Like, it feels like there's no need for me to even say that. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay, it literally just tells you.
Not paying attention.
I wonder if they were worth more before I knew about what they actually were. Can I take that? Oh, it's because she's actually... Can you stop telling me
Watching this
about
stuff
it?
just takes a while.
What is this? I lost it. Where did it... What? Well, that one's just unfair in my opinion. Wait, can I come get this? Oh, it's literally just carrots, but like, why not? Let's just take them and we can sell them. Oh, there it is. It's reappeared. Lovely. I'll sell you. Wait, do you want to see? It said it actually had properties like Jizing with something slash crown.
Like, none of this is important to me. I don't care
Maybe
what
we
any of
should
this is
actually
happening.
look at those later on. I want to sell them right now because we need the money more than we need our bladder to increase, especially when we've got a toilet around.
What do I... What?
Well, maybe we should actually look at those later on. I want to sell them right now because we need the money more than we need our bladder to increase, especially when we've got a toilet around. Wait.
Oh, it's because... Okay, so... This really doesn't make sense if you don't have the context of, like, what that one thing I had there made, like, was.
Let's just take
Oh
them. We can
God.
sell them. Oh, there it is. It's reappeared. Lovely. I'll sell you. Wait, do you want to see? It said it actually had properties like Jizing with something slash crown this charge bladder need.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna...
I'll sell you. Wait, do you want to see? I'll sell you. Wait, do you want to see? It said it actually had properties like Jizing with something. Jizing with something slash crown this charge bladder need.
Okay, so for example, I'm not gonna keep this entire sentence in here. I'm just gonna cut it out like that. Hell yeah. We like it.
Actually had properties like bladder need. Well, maybe we...
You may be able to hear what I was talking about with like my audio being weird. Unfortunately, I fixed it
Well,
and then
maybe
it
we
broke.
should actually look at those later on. I want to sell them right now because we need the money more than we need our bladder to increase, especially when we've got a toilet around. Wait, is this a... Oh...
Just find that to be all.
Okay, so I may have to just spend the money on it, and to be fair, we do have a decent amount of money, so I wouldn't be too mad. Although
I wouldn't be too mad. You may know too mad. The main reason why he's popped back in my brain as recent is because he did a video with 5 tips building a PC, which I didn't actually watch, but Sam was watching it and it was in the background, and he was like, "Do you know who Too Mad is?" And they was having a conversation.
could just set myself up like a little kitchen or something, couldn't I really? Like, oh, I can go harvest some daisies now. What are you?
This is where it all comes.
Go harvest some daisies now.
This is where it all comes together, people. This is honestly one of the best things that happened during this entire gameplay. Look at that, don't even need the rest of it.
Go harvest some daisies now.
Okay, I don't actually need the... Oh, I can go harvest some daisies now.
What are you?
Oh yeah, it's all coming together. It plays.
What are
Please.
you? I'm sorry.
And I blew out my mic. See, for example, like, I want to keep a portion of this, so if I can get this to play properly, like...
What are you?
I will say...
I'm so sorry if I've just blown out.
So, for example, I've yelled lemons and it completely blew up my mic. One thing that I always find very funny when people, like... when people put it in their, like, videos and stuff is where it didn't quite, like, come out, like, a sentence didn't work or you didn't finish off the sentence, and then they just take, like, a Google Translate and they're just like, gosh, I don't even know, like, I would love to find one that I can, like, just use that isn't actually Google Translate, you know what I mean? Curious. Why not just, like... Oh, I actually have to upload a file. Well, that's nice. Like, for example... Oh, is it gonna make me download a file? Is this what we're gonna do? Okay, we can play it. Lemons. Why did it? Okay. Like, it sounds a little silly. Just like, in my head, I think you can hear that on stream. It just sounds like it's like, lemons. Which, honestly, is relatively funny. I'm just gonna go. Lemons. Like, so that's actual Google Translate, which technically I can't, like, for using. Because I'd love to just shove it in here, like, because it completely messes up. So, like, I think that would be generally quite funny, but I don't know. I'm saying generally, not genuinely. So I don't think it would be genuinely funny. I think generally, maybe. I'm gonna have a look at them. Lemons. Lemons. What do you sound like? Lemon. See, that's the American voice, which does sound bizarre to me. Lemons. Lemons. I wonder if it's like fast. Lemons. Speeding ×3. Lemons. So like you just do a normal speed and then you can. It's all rather interesting. I have a different chair today. You may not be able to tell. I don't know if I can even turn around enough. So there's the chair. It's not my normal chair. It's Sam's chair. He broke it the day before or so that he got his new chair, and I was meant to inherit this one because he said I could. And then he brought spare parts for it. I say he brought them. He managed to get them for me by asking for replacement parts from the place he got the chair. And they sent them to him for free. It was great. Tried it for free. Oh, I don't want to. No, thank you. It's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna look at that more later. That's fine. Let's carry on with this. Oh no. I think something that might be interesting is to show you how I've done the thumbnail. Like, I say it'd be interesting to show you, but I'm honestly just wanting to show you how I've done the thumbnail. It's not spectacular or anything. Like, it is very simple. And it's taking inspiration from other YouTubers that I personally watch myself. I'm just gonna go ahead and actually open the thumbnail. I also haven't properly saved it or anything as of yet. So the thumbnail, if you ever end up deciding to watch this video, I'm not going to be able to finish it again tonight, unfortunately. It already changed apparently on stream. I didn't even notice. I don't know why those of you are going that manner. But yeah, that means you saw the random files I had. Nothing important. This is what I've done. I personally really enjoyed it. I've played around with everything, the actual thumbnail, so it'd be better. I did on this little flat thing, which I'm honestly very happy with. Because there was a thing where it flashed, but I missed it. To me, yeah. Wait, do you know to me, or are you just saying to me? Because this is actually kind of important. Or did I actually mention this? Mention the proper brand name? Oh, okay, you just saw it. I was gonna say, I was like, you know about Timmy? Help me. It's Popular Project. Yeah, my logo. Essentially, I don't know if you hear when I was mentioning it earlier. I have a project that is based around that brand. I think. I say based around that brand. It's based around a project, an object that I believe is from that brand. But I was like, I did the thumbnail before I even finished editing the video. Like, grand.
I'm so sorry if I've just blown out my mic. I realised that was incredibly loud. We can have.
See, look, I even apologized for it. Like, I knew that happened. Like, it's me for recognizing it. But, you know, like, that doesn't happen very often. Just give it a second as it reloads itself.
We can have our lemon farm.
We can have our lemon farm, doo-da, doo-da. We can have our lemon farm, doo-da, doo-da-dee.
We can have our lemon farm, lemon farm, lemon farm. I guess it's more of a lemon orchard, but that doesn't go as well.
Didn't finish that off very well. I don't know, like, has my stream frozen? Is that just me? Okay. Weird. One sec, let me... Yeah, I know the camera did. That's so weird. What? I think... Yeah, my camera's just full on frozen. Fantastic! What? I mean, that would have been, I guess, a far worse way for that to freeze. I'm just trying to open up something. I'm like flimsying around with what I'm trying to do. It's kind of like, I don't know. I'm just, it struggles. Okay, I'm gonna change it. I don't know what necessarily